everyone. I'm Nicole Boone. Welcome to Conversations with Nicole. Today, my guest is Russell DeShields. He is the president and founder of IMIGpro Incorporated out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, Russell's love for the Lord and playing the drums in high school led him on a tour around the world before starting his video production company in Charlotte. And Russell, I'm really glad to have you as my guest today. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Nicole. It's an honor and a privilege to be here.
Well, this is going to be a lot of fun. You have a great story. Your journey started when you were very young with your love for the Lord and playing drums. Tell us about that.
Well, you got to understand, I was kind of in the early stages of Christian music. This was back in 1971, and drums in the church at that time was a tool of Satan. Let's just be honest, okay? Organ, piano, that was it. Maybe an acoustic guitar, that was it. And of course, that has changed incredibly over the years.
Yes.
But I got started, went on a little youth group tour back when I was a junior or senior in high school. And that opened the door to different other groups, a group called Truth, which was a group that traveled for years. And then I went to college, played with a group called Sound Generation. And that group played with a lot of country music stars. Right. Roy Clark, Glenn Campbell, Ray Stevens, Loretta Lynn. We worked with all the country stars, because back then they didn't have their own bands, and we were all reading musicians, so we would come in, read their books, play. I think our group played in Vegas for 2 weeks with Roy Clark, did a live album out there at the Landmark. So it's a lot of exciting things, and it was like when I gave my life to the Lord, I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to play drums because there's no drums in the church.
Right.
I remember getting on my knees one day and holding up my drumsticks and saying, Lord, if I never play for you, that's okay. But these kids that I was with, I said, I want to have what they have with you. And it's like the Lord took the sticks and said, okay, and I'm going to give it back to you, pressed down, shaken together, running over, exceeding abundantly above what you will ask and think. And that's truly been my life for the last 50 years. Unbelievable.
That's wonderful. So you're playing the drums, thanking the Lord, you're getting the opportunity to do it with some really cool artists. And that led you into more of the Christian sector with music. Tell me about that.
Well, when I got through with college, I started with a little known organization called the PTL Club.
Right.
A lot of your viewers may not know who that is. Your older ones will.
Tell folks about PTL just so they'll know what that is.
Okay, so it was a Christian television talk show.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like Jay Leno or Fallon or any of those, which all have bands. So the founder, Jim Baker, decided back in '78 that he wanted to hire a band. So I was called and I was the drummer there for 12 years. And during that tenure, it was the largest Christian television show around the world and reached millions of people. Of course, went through a scandal. More people know about the scandal than they do the ministry, but it reached hundreds and millions of people for the Lord. I have zero regrets. I have lifelong friends from there, and did that for 12 years. After that, started getting into the business world, got a call from an evangelist called Benny Hinn, who has traveled the world and literally played on every continent. We were in Mumbai, India, and we played in front of 3 million people. Probably.
Wow.
It's just unbelievable, sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ to those folks. So been in venues over the years, probably have seen millions of people come to know the Lord. So humbled, because I'm a decent drummer, but I'm not that good. So the Lord took this little guy. Well, I'm just saying, he is a greater God than I am a drummer, but unbelievable. And I'd always been in and around television.
Sure.
So I knew about 15 years ago that I kind of wanted to, in the business world, stay in that environment. So felt like the Lord leading me. I had 2 sons, and we started IMIGpro back in 2006.
Right. So you've been all the way around the world playing drums, being a part of television, and then you start your own company. Gave you some great experience, I'm sure, leading up to that time. So tell me about IMIGpro and what your company's all about.
It is a business-to-business company. We have done a lot in the medical arena. A number of companies. We work with manufacturers. So we do TV commercials, marketing videos, training videos, doctor bios, patient testimonials. We work in manufacturing. Just the Lord has opened up all kinds of doors for us. And I've got a great team that I work with that are way smarter than me and make the company look really, really good.
I'm sure that you are a part of that great team that's really smart. You're not giving yourself credit there. You know, a lot of people don't understand it takes a lot to put together videos. So tell folks what they need to know if they are looking for a video production company, maybe to promote their business, their product, so they can kind of get a better understanding of how to go about maybe hiring a company like yours.
Sure, absolutely. So video, as we know, this generation probably that's younger than me has grown up with YouTube. So
Right.
everything has been more visual, and there's statistics out there that if somebody goes to your website and you're competing with someone else, if you have a video on that landing page, they have a tendency to watch that before they'll read text either on your page or on a competitor's page. So we think it's a great way to engage them visually, audibly, and it's just a great way to get a story out. And I think, and I don't know that we're any different than a lot of my competitors, but we're all storytellers.
Right.
We have to listen to our client, find out who the audience is, and then tell that story. So, but answering your question, I guess a little bit more specific, the production it's more than just taking a camera out there, turning it on.
Oh, yes.
And that's it. So a lot of it's preparatory work, you know, talking with the client. So if you're out there and say, I think I want to do video, what do I do? I think the first thing you do is you got to figure out who's your audience.
Right.
What do you want to tell them about yourself or your company? And then you come to the video production company. We'd love to be that if that happened.
Sure.
And then we offer the creative part of that, the logistical part. We put a proposal together, put some numbers around that, explain what those numbers are, and then we set expectations. I feel like I'm one of the most blessed people that's walked on the planet. You know, God gave me a beautiful wife 45 years ago. We've been married. We have 2 kids, 4 grandkids, and 1 great grandchild. I know. I don't look that old, but nonetheless,
No.
just kidding. So you know, my wife has supported me through all of those years.
Well, I have enjoyed our conversation today. It's been interesting to learn more about your background and how you came to be a part and create a video production company where you're helping others. And of course, sharing your love of the Lord and your faith. And I think that makes all the difference too.
Well, I tell people, you know, I heard one person, I don't know if was where it was said, but it was said, preach Jesus wherever you can, but only use words when necessary. So I try to live it in my business, in my ethics, in everything that I do. And I think from that, when given the opportunity, I'm always glad to share my story because it's an incredible story. And it's not unique. Everyone that loves and serves the Lord has their unique story, but yeah, I'm incredibly blessed. And thank you so much for having me here today, Nicole. It was a joy to be with you and to talk with you about it.
Well, it was a joy to talk with you as well. And thanks for sharing your story. And of course, I'll make information available in the description if people want to contact you about your company. Thank you so much for your time today, Russell.
Well, I enjoyed it. Take care, Nicole.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeah, and that's going to do it for this edition of Conversations with Nicole. Until we meet again, we hope you have a great day.